You ready now?
Yeah, after I punch the
Are you
fan.
gonna stop tripping over things?
No. Never.
No.
Never. I always trip over stuff. Here we go. Dance with me, John.
I was kind of bobbing my head.
No, like be with me. We'll look cool on camera together.
We're not gonna look cool
Here we go.
on camera together.
Ready? Look back on 3.
I'm not. Look back at one. What?
2, 3. Do it.
What the fuck was that?
Look. Hey! Which is the applause? I hit it though. I hit the applause.
Have you ever had a dream? Have you ever had a dream
Woo!
that you
What the hell is up?
Hello.
What's up? Which one's the applause?
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
Hey!
I already pressed the. Hello.
I want to press it too though.
Who fucking cares?
Alex.
Nobody gives a shit. John, welcome to Playing Pod Podcast.
John, you know what, man? Not today. Not today.
Happy morning, good morning, Monday morning. Hello, good morning to you.
It's Monday the 20th, and I hope you're having a very wonderful, very wonderful MLK Day.
Episode 3. MLK Day, episode 3. We should call it that.
What the fuck are you doing?
Stay up third episode.
No, what the fuck are you
You're
doing?
logging it. You gotta log it. Gotta let the people know
I was
which
wishing them a
episode.
good Martin Luther King Day.
Happy MLK Day on episode 3 of Playing Pod Podcast with John and Alex.
Don't put us next to MLK like that.
Well, if they're listening to the podcast.
Yeah, but don't. It sounded like with the way you said it.
No, I was
I
like,
didn't like.
Well, I don't give a shit. I'm saying, hey, welcome to the podcast. You said Happy MLK Day. It's episode 3 of the podcast. Good morning.
Aside from the fact that it's very important this holiday, you know why I decided to say that it was that holiday?
Why?
We have a nasty habit of when we do our podcast to not acknowledge where we are in time.
What do you mean?
So, for example, New Year's episode,
We did not acknowledge New Year's.
We just never acknowledge where we are on the timeline.
because we're worried about when we record it.
Yeah.
So obviously when we're recording it, it's not MLK Day. But
Right.
when the people hear it and it's out, it's MLK Day.
We got to be better with that. And also,
my brain don't work that way.
And
I can't think about the future when I'm worried about now. I can't. What the hell's gonna happen later? I'm here.
Hold on. Before we continue that conversation, because I do want to say something. If you have a podcast out there and you want fucking smoke, come get some. We'll beat your ass in
I'll beat your
any
ass.
game whatsoever. You let us know, except Cards Against Humanities, because that game's fucking boring.
What happened to League of Legends?
That game sucks too. So that game, no, not that one. No one plays that.
Because we're the only podcast that plays and pods at the same time. Today we're playing Binding of Isaac Afterbirth.
Hey,
That's
plus.
a shout out to you. Well, Afterbirth Plus.
Yeah, get it.
Afterbirth
Get it.
Plus.
Get it.
Appreciate everybody watching us on the YouTubes and you hearing our beautiful voices on the on the Spotify's and the other the social medias if it comes out on those, if they let us.
I'm Alex.
I'm John.
This is the Playing Pod, and let's go. There you go. That's how you
Right.
intro that. Now, what I was gonna say, aside from the fact that all you bitch ass potters
All
can
right.
come get smoke, you
Okay.
hear me, motherfucker, was that you and I, John,
I'm John.
we are
John and Alex.
single-handedly.
The only podcast that plays in pod as far as we know.
Yes, that no. As far as that,
As
that's
far
it.
as it could-
as far
that's
as
it.
As far as
That's it.
So aside from that, because that is true, we are that.
Okay.
I think it's true.
How sure are you?
40%. So,
Okay.
but it's the internet, and I said it, so 120%.
Well, to be fair, you can make the argument that the Game Grumps are essentially
The
a
who?
playing pod.
The who?
The Game Grumps.
Who's that?
Don't do this.
Who's that? Who's
don't,
that?
Don't do this.
Who the hell is that? Who?
I'll beat
Don't do
your
this to
ass.
They
yourself.
come get it too. I'm kidding. I know who the Game Grumps are.
Game Grumps can get it.
Yeah, they could. They get all the
They
smoke.
can get the work.
All of them. All of them. Anyway, what I was saying was you and me are single-handedly the worst social media presence of all time.
Oh, we're terrible at it.
We suck at social media.
Yeah.
Terrible.
You're right.
Goddamn garbage.
Yeah, I agree.
We have. I'm just gonna go into our Instagram plan of action that we were gonna put.
Are you just attacking?
I'm attacking us.
You gotta let me know when you're gonna hurt my feelings.
No.
sometimes, man.
I'm not hurting you specifically today. Maybe
today
as of right now, but I'm just gonna talk about us as a collective, the GEEKJAR 3000.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's just you and me, really.
Yeah. So I'm hurting. I'm punching myself in the face, and when I pull back, you're catching
Okay.
the elbow.
Ah,
So, But anyway,
worse, but all right.
Our Instagram plan, which was working really well for all of the first 2 days,
Right.
we were supposed to get clips and highlights and put them up there.
Right.
Right? It worked really well. It was getting plenty of views. People were following our gram. And then we stopped.
Oh, well, I have words now. I too have words. Okay, because I was doing
pause.
that.
Listen. Before you go down that road, bear in mind that I am not talking about you specifically.
No.
I'm talking about the GEEKJAR collective.
No, I agree.
I'm talking about.
There's only two of us, you bastard.
Listen. I'm talking about GEEKJAR Entertainment, GEEKJAR 3000. That I'm not talking about John. I'm not talking about Alex. We have to be able to separate the art from the artist. So before,
hey, motherfucker, like that's the group. You can't separate. You can't do that.
Before you say what you're about to say, because I feel like it's gonna be very personal.
It is personal,
specifically to me.
It is.
I'm saying, please.
Because you can't. You
please.
can't sit here and say.
Have you ever had a
You
dream?
can't.
Please. Have you ever had a dream, John? Please.
You can't sit here and say that our shit is whack garbage when it's like
Yes, I can.
it's half and half, and I was doing it, but then okay, yeah, one day I forgot, but then the week after that we implemented it, I got sick and you were editing.
Okay.
And you didn't do the clips.
See, look.
So you can't say that it's trashola when you didn't do it.
Hold on now. Look. Shut up. It took me 5 hours to edit that podcast.
Why did it? Oh, because you were doing the timestamps.
Because I was doing timestamps and everything else to make sure that the audience, you guys, I love you, can go in the description and be like, oh, at 37 seconds, Alex said the word penis. Because that's how descriptive
really
I was.
what you did?
I timestamped every single word. So essentially, there's a transcript of the podcast with seconds next to it.
Oh,
That's how deep it was.
Right. Exactly. No, you're right.
No, but it's your fault, and honestly, you should just take responsibility. GEEKJAR 3000.
It's not.
GEEKJAR. I'm not John. I'm not talking about
No,
you.
that backfired so fast because you're like our presence is bad, but you didn't do the clips when we were supposed to do them.
But here's the thing about that. I told you not to attack me. And you still
I
did
didn't
it.
name names, and you're
Yeah,
naming names,
yeah.
and you're pointing fingers.
I was speaking about GEEKJAR, not us.
Some of the clips, because we say a lot of shit in a very small amount of time,
Yes.
and it's so much so that I forget what we say when we say it.
Yes.
So when I go back and I just listen, or even when we're editing the clips, some of those are super enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like the one about the Pope, like about the fighting the Pope.
Oh,
one.
just nothing like a little blasphemies.
Not some blasphemy.
Some blasphemies.
Some blasphemies. That one me laugh so hard, so much so that I tried bringing it to. Oh well, I tried bringing it to my girl, and
yeah.
she got so mad at how stupid the conversation was. She was genuinely mad at me.
Hey, you know what? You know what? People gotta lighten up.
Yeah, sometimes
Sometimes conversations don't mean a thing. It's just a funny thing to listen to.
Sometimes you gotta jab a Pope.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take the Pope and RKO him through the whole Vatican. Who cares? Look,
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but then I'm watching you play Binding of Isaac, and for a second, let's just take a moment to just appreciate
What are you doing
this
now?
game. I just want to appreciate. We're a gaming podcast.
We
Goddammit.
never appreciate the game we're playing.
But like Binding of Isaac is a very, very special game to me, and I just want to appreciate it for a little bit. It is appreciated. Now let's move on.
Look, man, if you lost your train of thought, that's fine.
I
You don't
did.
have
Can you
to
tell?
Yeah,
Did
'cause
I
you
mask
tried-
it well?
No, because you tried to appreciate a fucking game.
Hold on. You have to appreciate the games though.
the level. I'm not gonna say that word again because we said it so many damn times.
Which
Okay?
one? Which one?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, I need to know.
Anyway, continue.
well,
go ahead.
I'm on the podcast with you, and now I feel like there's listeners out there who's heard you say that, and they want to know what word you're talking about.
My man, stop saying appreciate. Okay.
Oh, that word?
Just continue your statement. Jesus Christ.
And whatever, John. Look, you got issues, and you need to address them with yourself. So, let's talk about not let's talk about, but I want to stay on the topic of social media, John, because I'm getting into Twitter.
Are you gonna talk about your feud?
I'm getting my feud, yes, because on the subject of us being horrible at social media, I don't understand how Twitter works. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like people. You post a sentence out there that it means nothing to me, and you get a million retweets, and people are so relatable, and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, let me see how Twitter works, because obviously we don't know.
Okay.
We use our GEEKJAR platform to just here's the next video.
It's like
and we reply.
It's like if you use those things.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
Here's the content we drop. Go peep it. Right.
Yeah,
Instagram's a little more straightforward. I get that one. Twitter, not so much. You just post pictures and you post videos and you can make your own content. It's more that Instagram is a little closer to YouTube to me in my mind than it is to Twitter.
I agree.
Because you post content, whether it's a picture you made, a video, a skit, whatever the hell, you can put it on there and people will find it.
Yeah.
Twitter is more so you have to have an opinion and it matters, quote unquote. I guess.
I don't have opinions.
Well, quote unquote, it matters, right? I never feel like I'm of the opinion who the fuck cares what I gotta say. So
right.
like I don't care what people gotta say. So why do I care?
Well, but you're just cynical in nature.
No, not
Yes.
cynical.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Okay, cynical.
No, it's
fine.
cynical. It's what it is.
Fine. But it's perfect because this also relates to games, so it works out well.
Okay.
So the Order 66, it is rumored that the sequel for the Order 66
Right.
is going to come out on PS5 and Xbox Series X, right? So
Well, it's just Xbox, but yeah.
yeah, whatever. So I went in the comments and I tweeted. I was like, trying to figure out how this works, right? In the name of science.
Right.
I tweeted, "Who asked for this? Who?"
You had an opinion and you shared it with the
I
world.
shared it, right? Because that's what Twitter's for.
That's what Twitter's for.
So I went in there and I'm like, because I'm of the opinion that the Order 66 is a tech demo for the PS4 when it first launched, and it wasn't a complete game, right?
But
Anyway.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong in that assumption because that game was just just overwhelmingly it just got negative reviews.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, it got mediocre reviews saying that it wasn't long and whatever.
Okay.
So I asked who asked for this, right? Whatever. I did not know, was not aware that the Order 66 has such a fan base that they will attack you. Because I got a reply saying, yo, a lot of people actually. A lot of people ask. I'm like, okay, fair. I didn't say this, though. Now, me being me, I replied back, name 4.
I was about to say.
That's all I said.
Because I'm like, I love the way you tell stories because you make you seem like you are just the most just peaceful, amicable guy.
I
You
am.
But you told that dude, you were like, nobody gives a shit about this game. That dude said, a lot of people. You said, name 4 people who like that game.
See, John.
No, you didn't say, yes, I raised. It's like, well, I agree with your sentiment. I am still very doubtful. If you could please give me the proper examples.
That's
as
what
to
I
who
said.
Like now you said, name me 4 people.
I said
who
name
like-
4. That's all I said.
That's all you said.
No LOL, no smiley face. Name 4. No question mark. Name 4.
Like name 4 people.
I didn't even spell 4 out. I just put the number 4. I said it was 2 words. It was name 4.
No, but the not only the extra effort you had to put to type out 4, that means you were like, I don't believe
No.
you.
I put the number 4.
Oh, you put a number
to
4?
be casual because it's Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I'm casual.
Okay.
So I name 4. And the guy, he took it as, he has he's one of those that has a Twitter handle like something gaming. So I'm like, yes, another scholar
A fellow gamer.
of gaming. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Another gentleman and scholar of gaming. He's going to give me a good opinion here. I'm going to be able to learn
Right.
a thing or two about the inner workings of this fandom. So he
Okay.
tells me, he says, go on and he adds the developer, go on their Instagram, on their Twitter, and you'll see a bunch of people in their mentions always saying, we want the sequel, whatever. And then he proceeded to let me know that the fact that I specifically asked him to name 4 people is ridiculous, and it will never change my opinion, and that I'm stupid, and he muted me. He put #muted.
I love the hashtag part too.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa. Hold on. I just got muted by so-and-so gaming. So I'm sitting there, I very amicably, of course.
Say what you said.
I replied, what? Oh, no, you muted me? Enter, so a little space, so a little organization.
Right.
You couldn't name 4, though. So, I'm thinking that's the end of that.
Right.
My day goes on. A couple of people reply, me, I like. I was waiting for the
I
game.
like it.
And those people, I was like, cool.
Did you get 4 people?
At the end of the day.
There was 4 people?
4 people. But the guy included the original poster, the message, so asterisks on that. I'll explain it. So
Wait,
the day
what
goes,
happened?
Hold on. So the day goes on, right? Whatever. I'm chilling, because he said he muted me. So I thought that was the end of that. He muted me.
Right.
He comes back like an hour and a half later, saying, your stupidity runs rampant and blah blah blah. He goes in, he calls me dumb and all this good stuff, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? So I reply, didn't you mute me?
Right.
I'm still waiting on your 4 people. So then I think that was the end of that one. I don't think he wanted.
Did he ever reply back?
No. So I still don't know his 4 people. But throughout the day, other people were like, I'm one, whatever. Other
Wait, so you're telling me that it took a whole day for 4 people
4 people to pop
to
up.
tell you that they like?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
So, but anyway, at the end, I guess somebody that follows him replied like, that guy's 1, I'm 2, and then he named 2 other people. Like he tagged them. So somebody
some guy
else
came in and
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I just replied finally. I wasn't gonna sit there and say, hey, he didn't count because I told him to name 4, so you're missing 1 person. But anyway, yeah, the Order has a fan base that's very, very aggressive, to say the least.
Well, I just think Twitter in general is like, if it's anything, the people will just argue for the sake of argument. Like,
right.
we argue for the sake of argument. How many times have we gotten into arguments where we really don't give a shit about what exactly we're talking about?
Hey, but we're arguing.
But
right?
we argue for this just to argue.
So-
Like, I'm pretty sure if you told me straight up, like, don't nobody give a fuck about the Order, and I'd be like, well, there's some people who care about the Order,
Yeah, and you don't.
and I don't.
Yeah.
It's like, well, name me 4. It's like, well, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, and then we go into that whole.
yeah,
but
that whole.
My thing is about this whole situation. I didn't even say anything bad. If you really think about it, I could have went in there and said this game's trash. Who the fuck? I said who wants this game? That's it. Who asked for this? Which implies negative connotation, sure.
It is a negative.
But no, it implies it. It's implication. I could have been like, what? Who wants this? Who? As in who else? Because I'm also excited. It all depends on. You got to read between the lines. No. Yeah, between the lines, John. No. So but I decided I'm like, okay, hold on, maybe because maybe so and so gaming. I forgot his name. I'm not trying to hide who he is. I forgot it because
to be fair,
he muted me and it hurt my feelings, so I blocked him
that's
out
what you
from
get.
my mind. I was triggered, but
You were triggered.
I was trembling the whole time.
Your
But
hands were shaky. You're like this.
I went through the replies of it to see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm in the minority. Maybe so and so
Uh-huh.
gaming had a point. Every fucking person on that reply said, "Why? This game was absolute dog shit. It was played for like 6 hours and it wasn't even that good." And I'm like, "Why you come after me? Why you come after me for? I didn't do anything."
Well, maybe he was in other people's mentions.
He wasn't.
Too.
I checked.
He wasn't.
I checked in a couple like that had stronger worded messages than me.
There's usually like the one that gets you.
Yeah, but
There's always one of the messages that gets you. Like, this is the guy I'm getting.
but it's like somebody like they're legit calling the game dog shit. I just said, who asked for this?
Like when we were
Kumba.
talking about it, that game is essentially like the rise of PS4. When we were talking about it, like,
Yeah.
it's legit the rise of PS4. Only problem is like I liked Rise.
Rise is a game, not like the rise of PS4. Like
Not like
yeah.
no, like the game Rise on Xbox,
Yeah.
which was like a Roman.
It was essentially another graphical demo to showcase the power of the console.
And it came out. It
Yeah.
came out right when the Xbox One came out, and it was to show it was the graphical power, the prowess.
Yeah, it's one of those games to say like, hey, this is what this console's
This is
capable
what this
of.
console can do.
Right. Which again, there's nothing wrong with that, but let's not sit here and pretend that it was a great game when it wasn't. But anyway,
I have fun with Rise.
Rise is a piece of dog shit game.
No,
and
it's
yes, yes,
not.
it is. Yes, it is. You're like the only person
No,
who
I'm
enjoyed it.
not. Oh my goodness. That
No,
game's
John, who asked for
great.
Rise? Who?
Me? I want Rise 2.
Nobody
there's
wants Rise
It
2.
can't be Rise 2.
Oh,
That man died.
okay. And there was like 80 other people you could have picked from in that game. Who cares?
That's not the same. There's a story. there.
Rise sucks.
No,
Okay.
it's not. You're triggering me.
John, it sucks. You in the conversation we were having, you said this game is shit, but I enjoyed it. I know I like what I like.
wouldn't say
You
that.
did. You said exactly that. You said I like what I like. When someone says I like what I like, they know what it's. They know what it means.
I straight said, I'm like, I like this piece of shit.
Yeah, I like this piece of shit.
It's a good game.
What? John,
Me, Alex. Me, myself, and I.
name 7.
Me, myself, I, John. Me, myself, I, John. Yo?
In Spanish?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
How do you say it in Chinese? In Mandarin? Like me. Like,
Whoa.
Wo?
Yeah,
Yo?
but you have to add a bunch of other stuff. Whatever. All right.
Wait,
look.
hold on, wait. And.
Go ahead, John.
well,
Nah, don't use the
Wait,
internet.
wait,
Nah.
wait.
I'm moving on.
Oh, wait.
I'm moving on.
Okay, wait. I need. How to say me in French?
Bonjour.
Moi.
He forgot moi.
Yeah, I really did.
Stupid.
So me, myself, I, John, yo, wo, moi. Eat my ass. Rise 2, baby.
John, you're being funny.
Thanks.
You're being funny.
Thanks, man.
You're quite the Joker.
Fuck you.
What, you like
That's
that?
a terrible segue.
That was a
I
good
hate it. I didn't
segue.
like that at all.
You know what? It's funny. I could take that 2 places, but I'm only gonna take it to 1 right
That's a
now,
one
which is
place?
the most obvious one. You
Was-
ready for this?
No, go ahead.
The Combat Pass for Mortal Kombat. Joker had the new trailer.
Yes.
You know, Mortal Kombat, for those of you who don't know, is a small fighting game that's been around for 20 years, very low key.
Yeah, it's a very small game on their 11th one now.
Yeah, which is amazing that they made it to 11 because it's so small.
Yeah.
But no, Mortal Kombat 11 has a combat pass. They're including a bunch of guest characters and some returning characters from previous games.
Yeah.
Joker was the newest one
Yes.
that got announced, and his gameplay trailer got revealed.
Well, I mean, he wasn't. They already announced
I
who
mean,
was in the fighter pass,
right.
but his trailer finally came out, which is honestly the one I was looking forward to the most,
The most?
just because I was just confused as to why he's in this one. I know why,
Yeah.
because NetherRealm has the whole thing with Warner Bros. DC,
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
and they make the Injustice games. I know why. I'm just like,
I think Warner Bros. Owns DC right now. I'm not, because even their
I
movies
know-
are Warner Bros.
okay, but I'm just saying, like, I get it. Okay, yeah, you made Injustice. It's Joker. I just didn't. I felt he was out of place, but so I wanted to see what he would do, actually being in Mortal Kombat, because when they did MK versus DC, he had fatalities,
Yeah.
and then when MK9 came out, Shang Tsung had the rated R version of Joker's fatality from MK versus DC. So I'm
He
like,
turned into Joker in that?
he turned into a clown.
But
But it wasn't Joker. He turned into a clown.
I forgot about that.
And it was the exact same fatality that he did
But
in
they
MK
showed
vs.
it.
DC. But they
Yeah.
actually showed it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, it's Joker. The gloves are off now.
Mhm.
Let's see what Joker can do. And I'm honestly not disappointed. I wasn't disappointed at all. His what is it? The finishing blow thing?
The killing blow? Finisher blow?
Killing blow?
I forgot what that's called.
Ah, the X-rays.
Yeah, the X-rays for
The
Mortal Kombat
X-rays.
11.
It looked really cool, and I love when special guest characters like that come out, because NetherRealms is really, really good at jam-packing Easter eggs into their fucking characters. It's a fighting game, but they can jam-pack that shit with Easter eggs left and right. Like with the Terminator, all of his entrances and shit like that had to do with the movie. The characters would say shit that came from the movie.
Yeah.
Like there was just so much shit with this one and his finishing blow. Like right at the end, he beats your ass with the cane,
Mhm.
just like he did with Jason Todd.
Yeah.
I believe
I think
it was the exact same angle and everything. The fighting, what is it? The custom characters that
the skins?
the skins. They were really good. The Batman Who Laughs was on there. Killer Croc as Baraka as Killer Croc. That one.
Yeah.
Like they do a really, really good job. His fatality was
Yeah.
I can't. I don't want to say it, but like their fatalities have been kind of whack.
Well, I think the reason for that, not that they're whack, it's just that we've seen so many for the last 20
Yeah.
years, and honestly, there's only so many ways you can kill somebody, and they've done way more than
Yeah.
that's possible already. And so for something like the Joker, you would either have to get really gritty and realistic with it, or go way over the top, and they're going way over the top with it. Like his
they're-
machine gun picked up the guy. Like that doesn't happen. Obviously, it's a video game. I'm not sitting here
Well,
arguing realities of it, but I feel like to keep with the tone of the game, you have to go something over the top like
Well, with
that.
someone, because like with someone like Joker, you have to do over the top. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like you can't.
Well, you could go.
you could do very
gritty, realistic, like
but-
like sliding his cheeks open and stuff, like super crazy stuff, and then go another level like that. But
like I thought they would do something like that
Yeah.
for his fatality, but they added a little bit of it in his finishing blow.
yeah, that's all that too.
So like when he takes the two knives and he puts the smile on his face,
Yeah,
I thought that was really cool.
yeah.
I thought they would do that for his fatality,
Mm.
but I mean like that's gonna be a quick ass fatality.
You know what I hope they do for 12? I hope
You
know.
think they will do 12?
yeah, yeah. Mortal Kombat.
Don't
This
yell
was
at
their
me.
biggest. No, this was their highest selling
I'm
Mortal
gonna need you to
Kombat.
stop yelling at me.
I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. No, this was their most successful Mortal Kombat.
I agree.
So no, I mean, okay. It was, and of course they're
yeah.
gonna do a 12. Now, what I hope they do is in the fatality section. I hope they kind of tone it down a little bit. Not with the violence, but with the over the topness, like the whole. Because they've been going in that direction even from the originals. You know, what's her face? Melina kisses you, you blow up, and they'll scream your skin off. Like, stuff like that. But I think maybe to bring it back down to more realism, a little more gritty with the fatalities. Like, Mortal Kombat's to the point where, think about this. Like, really think about this. Decapitating somebody is nothing now. Like, if you see somebody just simply decapitate somebody, like, that's it. But think about that. You just rip somebody's head off with your hands. Now, Mortal Kombat put themselves in a place where that's not really enough anymore for a fatality. Now they have to do shit like Scorpion's fatality or Sub-Zero's fatality where he freezes you, takes your head off. You're clearly already dead, and then he punches your dead head.
Because it's not enough just to cut the head off.
You see what I'm saying? So I think for the next one, they should tone it back down and really focus on making it a little more grounded, because if not, the next fatalities are going to be cheesier, and they run the risk of because I mean, what else can you possibly do that Mortal Kombat hasn't done in the fatality
Some of these fatalities in the new one, they're good, but like not over the top. It's just like, I don't know, some like especially Kano's fatalities. His iconic fatality is the heart rip.
Yeah,
he got none of that. He had no heart rip fatality. Maybe it's a brutality. I haven't unlocked it yet.
Yeah, or
something like that. But it seems like the fatalities are there, but the real, like, they're spending not more time on the brutalities, but the brutalities are kind of the cool shit for me now. Getting the brutalities.
Yeah.
There's some really, really cool ones, and it's cool that it happens like right at the end, like just quick, like pop, that's it. So like, I don't know, maybe they're just more focused on adding brutalities instead of.
Well, I think they're just focused on adding more content. And you know what? I think that esports, because Mortal Kombat is one of those games that get thrown in the circuit, it's no longer a casual fighting game.
No.
It hasn't been like that since I think X is the one that brought it over there. 9 maybe started, but X was the one that really put it in the esports.
9 was in there, but because their fighting mechanics and everything got really tight, especially with Injustice. They're probably leaning more towards the competitive
which,
scene.
Again, it's cool and all because that's where the money's at. Obviously, if competitive gamers are still playing your game years later, people are going to keep. It's going to extend the life cycle of it. Now, that's good for the game, but bad for. And I'm putting an asterisk on this. This is just I'm kind of just throwing an opinion out there. I think it's bad for the more so casual fans, because Mortal Kombat used to be a relatively casual game per se. Yeah, there was combos and stuff like that, but you can really enjoy it. Now, in order for you to play Mortal Kombat, you have to dive in and learn the combos and learn the I was gonna say meta, but learn the way the game plays. I'm trying to say a little more competitively. It's no longer pick up and play, because you'll get your ass beat unless you're playing on easy. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to work the game close, like a lot more. Which nothing bad.
It's a fighting game.
Yeah, it's a fighting game, but this game just freeze. Oh,
now we're good.
So, and I think that's a part of the reason why they've made it more focused on brutalities. It's way more crazy in a fighting game in a competitive scene to end the fight with a brutality than it is to sit there, finish him, run a fatality. You know what I'm saying? Like, because especially for the brutalities, you have to complete certain things.
You have to complete a task.
So in the competitive circuit, if they don't take it off, I'm not too familiar with the Mortal Kombat competitive circuit, but if you're hitting those markers while you're playing the game, you know what I'm saying, and you're building up to that brutality, and you manage to pull it off against another competitive player,
that'd be dope.
That has way more impact than finishing the match, finish him, button combination. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's part of the reason why brutalities were so the way they were this year, which is cool. But
I think it would be cool. I agree with like them toning it down just to keep it more grounded.
Yeah,
just so you can maybe like depower the characters.
Yeah, because they're like Liu Kang is a god now. Like what the Well, like cool and all for the story, but like.
But I'm saying, like, imagine it, because like, these characters can rip their people's heads clean off,
yeah,
just pop. But imagine like, there's some resistance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That sounds super fucked up because we're talking about murdering people.
No, I think we're on the same boat. Maybe like, because you know how, yeah, you're right. They're overpowered. They uppercut you, your head flies off.
Because I always felt that when shit doesn't break, like let's say you get like someone gets cracked in the head with a bottle, or like you throw someone against the wall and it cracks but it doesn't break.
That hurts way more.
I always felt like that hurt more
Yeah.
than ramming somebody through it.
So I think what we're trying to get to as together, because I think we're going towards the same place.
No, mine.
No, shut up. Is we want more a little more brutality in the fatalities, like more gritty, more resistance, more keep the person alive. This just sounds really sadistic, but like more sort of make the other players suffer a little more.
It's a game.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. Like
no, I'm prefacing because we're saying a lot of shit.
Yeah, no, we
it's
are.
A game.
It's a game. It's a game. We're talking about fatality. Like for example, if Joker had a slit your mouth open fatality, zoom in on that shit, make the guy suffer, make it more violent,
cool?
Make it more gritty, and then cut his whole head off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like with the mouth, or leave the mouth wide open.
But you know what? I feel like they were doing that with this one a little bit because the like I guess not the mechanics, but like the assets are a little more defined in HD.
There's their facial
expressions and animations, and just like overall like corpse assets that they have. It's a little more in depth where they can do crazy shit.
Yeah.
Because Cabal straights cuts your heels off or some shit.
Yeah.
And like it just shit rips in half. I think like he takes like his hook thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I think it's Nightwolf, where he takes the hatchet, he rams it into your mouth, and your shit just pops open.
Yeah.
So you're like your mouth is just flapping like off the jawline, and then he rips you in half off of that. That shit looked brutal as shit.
Yeah.
I want more of that.
Back in the day, I'm talking about like Deadly Alliance.
Yeah.
Right before, I will never forget this. Right before Deadly Alliance came out and they first announced it, there was an article on it was GamePro or Game Informer. Like Scorpion was on the cover. It was like really big. The return of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And in the article, it was the first time they went. No, Mortal Kombat 4 was 3D, but this was the first time they had like
HD.
It was bigger, better resolution. The character models were crazy.
Right.
So they had the initial plan for Deadly Alliance, according to that article, was that they were gonna have clothes ripping and limb damage and all that good stuff. I think
they should do it.
Now I don't know if they will, again, because of the competitive circuit.
But imagine a competitive a fighting game where you can actually incapacitate your opponent. And then now you not only are you have to fight, but you also have to adapt. It's like, okay, I know, but that's going to be very hard to do in a fighting game.
Exactly.
Especially like Mortal Kombat, where it's like X, Y is punch,
exactly. So
kick.
Now, I this is more of the casual fan of me. I would like to see them pursue that direction, like limb damage and all that stuff. Like I know that a couple games in the past have tried it. Tao Feng, the Fist of Lotus, Fight Club, the game tried it. It worked and it didn't necessarily, but yeah, I would like to see them kind of switch it up. They probably won't. The 2D fighters make them bank especially with the battle with the combat pass and all that shit. The fighter pass, like there's too much money in that. But I would like to see a fighting game go for that again, especially with the way gaming has advanced since the last time they really tried it. Like to have actual damage on the fighters, to have if I fucking bat your knee in,
your knee's gone.
Your knee's fucked up, and you're still fighting.
Yeah, because some of the finishing blows or something like that.
All the finishing blows should kill you.
They should kill you, but some of them are more brutal than their actual fatalities.
Yeah, the Joker's finishing blow to bring it back. I thought that was way cooler, more fatality-esque than the actual fatality.
Yeah, he beat that dude's head in. Like that dude, he beat his head in.
Yeah,
and then
then
a sign fell on guy. Like
cut him in half. Like come on.
Yeah.
So like it's like again, just kind of reiterating. Like for example, people like Stryker and all that, they shoot you in that game.
Yeah.
Right. Why the fuck is a fatality somebody shooting somebody and all of a sudden they're flying up like when I'm shooting you all day in the game?
Yeah, like Sindel. No, Sonya's fatality in the game. She's shooting you.
I hate.
She's shooting you upwards at a helicopter and her your limbs are falling off.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like that at all.
No, that fatality was mad. It was atrocious. And Ronda Rousey's voice acting sucks, but that's whatever.
But she's not a voice actor.
Yeah, but it sucked. Anyway, I love Ronda, but that was your ass. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That was a little bit of a tangent.
But they probably won't. Again, they probably won't do any of that just because it's the competitive scene is just way too big, especially with fighting games in particular. Some of those games, like their lifespan, they go on for quite quite some time, and then when and then they're gonna keep adding fighter passes to obviously
keep giving
increase
it
their
life.
longevities.
Yeah. To have new characters and
to mix it up in the competitive scene.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not gonna change
Oh no, never.
anytime soon.
No, I'm
But-
saying I would like a maybe not Mortal Kombat, but somebody else to fill that 3D fighter role.
I would want Mortal Kombat because I like Mortal Kombat. I also want Shaolin Monks too. So let's get that going too. It's long overdue.
Ed Boon has been teasing that shit.
He's been
nonstop.
talking about it nonstop.
Yeah, he's like every so often he brings it back, and he said he's interested. I would love to see NetherRealm.
Yeah.
You know what? What I would love the most right now
Mm.
is for NetherRealm's next game to not be Injustice 2. I mean 3 or whatever. To not have anything to do with
I
the
would love
Injustice.
them to do a new IP or something like that.
Yeah, I would like it to be. It doesn't even have to be an IP, a new IP. It could just be something that's not a fighter. That's what I want to see. I want to see not a fighter from
because didn't Respawn make Jedi Fallen Order?
Yep, and they did Titanfall.
And they did Titanfall and Call of Duty. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, some of you guys can do other games.
Yeah, like I would love to see NetherRealm do something else. That'd be dope as fuck.
Shaolin, don't relax me. But speaking of another fighting game of less ability, I'm talking shit.
Uh huh.
And also for children, I'm talking shit. The new fucking Smash character got announced.
I wanted to take that a different way.
Oh, go ahead, Alex.
No, go ahead. You got it now.
Smash is for children.
That's not okay. No.
Is that what you were doing?
No.
Oh,
No,
go ahead,
No,
Alex.
I was gonna say. Speaking of garbage reveals, that had nothing to do with
Hey!
anything else.
Joker was one already revealed, and two,
Okay,
better
now,
than the last dude that was announced for Smash.
What?
Go ahead.
I don't even know that bitch's name. Him?
Byleth?
He bitch.
I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Byleth. It's another Fire Emblem.
Anyway,
it's a Fire Emblem
Fire
character.
Emblem and Friends got a new game. I got a new character
Fire and
announced.
Friends.
Fire and Friends got a new character announced, and the internet was ablaze. I'm just kidding. I don't even know if they were ablaze. I know people were mad.
People were upset.
Yeah, but they get upset at fucking anything except for Banjo.
In Order. Oh no, they get very upset over Order.
Oh no, they get super upset with that. No, yeah. So what's her name? Bailiff.
Byleth? I don't know how to pronounce
Fire
it.
Emblem.
If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I don't give a shit about Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Again, if you like it, cool. But they announced another fucking Fire Emblem character, and you know what? I was a little disappointed. Not surprised, but I was a little disappointed at the reveal. But then my disappointment got just washed away when they announced that there was 6 more characters coming, and then I was like, y'all motherfuckers did this on purpose.
Yep.
Because y'all know, you gave us Banjo, you know what I'm saying? You gave us Piranha Plant, and then you gave us some bullshit. So it's like, you did this on purpose. And I swear to God, there's another Fire Emblem character on the next pass. I'm gonna flip my shit.
And you know what? Even in the reveal, it's like you can kind of tell
They're talking
that
shit.
they're talking shit too.
Yeah.
Like the lady in Fire. I don't know anything about Fire Emblem. I
Right.
never played it. I don't know the story.
I don't
All
care.
I know, I don't even know. Shulk is in it.
I don't know.
I think Shulk is
Was
in
it
it.
in Final Fantasy? I don't know.
I don't know, but he gets naked in the game, and that's how I play him.
I like that.
But like even them, the lady in the trailer is like another sword character. Oh, we have another sword. It's like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah. But don't worry. You can have this fat axe.
Oh,
or
but
sickle or
do
whatever.
an axe and a
Yeah.
sword. It's like they
and
know.
you can be a tranny and turn into a girl.
It's
instead
not
of
a
the guy.
trans. Jesus Christ.
What?
It's
He
not
was a
tran-
guy when it came out, and then he was a
Okay,
girl.
because it's a male and female version of characters. They do that with most of the Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, the trannies.
That's not. Oh boy. Yeah, let's do that. No,
What?
yeah, let's
The
do
Fire
that.
Emblem, the Fire Emblem characters are a bunch of trannies.
They're not.
What's the problem?
Okay. Yeah, let's
It's
do
inclusive.
That. Right. Uh-huh.
What's the issue here?
They're not trannies.
If you're a guy in one second and you're a girl on the other, that's a transition.
Okay. Right.
You're a
Alex.
transvestite.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just fuck our shit before we even get going.
What am I doing?
No, that's cool. No, yeah, sure, Alex. You're right.
Am I wrong?
You are wrong.
Oh, if you go from guy to girl or girl
But
to guy,
that's
you're not a tranny?
Okay. Yeah, no. Anyway.
Same name and everything?
Anyway, I don't care about your dumbass opinion on that. I just don't see why they had to add another Fire Emblem character. Like,
Especially another tranny.
okay, Alex. All right.
I'm joking.
All right. No, that's cool.
These are jokes.
No, I just don't. I don't. One, I don't care about the Fire Emblem franchise. All right. I think, how many Fire Emblem characters are in there? It's
like 8 million.
There's
And if you count
way too
if
many.
you count the transitions,
Alex.
double it. What?
Calm
What am I
down.
doing?
Stop.
You have the heart. Look, No, the reason they do it is because Fire Emblem is huge. Again, to reiterate it, because I want you guys to know, I don't give a fuck about Fire Emblem or their trannies. Fire Emblem's big. There's a huge fan base of it, and they just dropped the game not that long ago. The Three Houses shit, that's very big. So meaning, that game did really well for them, and apparently it's really good. So of course they're gonna keep dropping characters to keep promoting. Like Smash is, let's be real. Let's call it what it is. It's a great game, phenomenal fighter. Okay, it's not a fighter. Whatever.
It is a fighting.
I know, but the guy.
If you're trying to talk shit.
No, I'm not talking shit. Like the guy's like, oh, this isn't a fighting game. Whatever.
Who said that?
I forget his name. The guy from Nintendo, the Asian dude.
The Asian dude from Nintendo.
Yeah.
The company from Japan.
Whatever. That guy. He said it's more of a celebration. He doesn't
Sakurai?
that guy. He said
The guy who made Smash?
I don't know, nor do I care.
Continue. You're on thin
He just made a comment that it was like, I'm not sure if this is a fighting game. It's more of a celebration of gaming, that bullshit. Anyway,
I mean, it is a fighting game, right?
While it is a very phenomenal fighting game, very well done, we play it a lot.
Okay.
It is essentially a promotion machine for Nintendo. Let's be real.
Whoa.
We wouldn't be talking about goddamn Fire Emblem at all, if they didn't jam pack all these fucking characters into it.
Well,
would you even have the Fire Emblem name in your fucking brain at all if they weren't in Smash?
No.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean I'm gonna buy it because I saw it in Smash.
Not you.
I don't even think a casual person is gonna play
you'd be
Fire
surprised.
Emblem because
No, you'd be surprised.
I
They see
don't
the
think
characters and like, oh, I like it. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's a cool move. The trailer revealed. Some people actually like that cringe ass fest that came out. You know what I'm saying? So they go like, oh, that looks interesting. I want to peep into that. Again, it's a way of exposure. For you and me, it doesn't work a lot because I'm not really a big fan of that bullshit. But for a lot of people, that's exposure to a world that they never would have seen otherwise, or maybe might not have seen otherwise. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you're saying.
That's what Smash is.
I don't think so. I get what you're saying. I just don't think.
Same thing with Joker and Smash and all that. Like it's about money. It's about property. Joker is.
Well, I mean, having anything in any game is about money.
Like I'm saying, like Terminator was in that because the movie's coming out. You're gonna see exactly. Nintendo not gonna sit here and drop characters that aren't relevant right now.
Banjo's
always
fan
relevant.
service.
Is always relevant.
Banjo's fan
yes,
service.
he's one of those games that is always relevant for reasons I do not understand.
Because everybody likes that game. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he hasn't been in a good game since like the 64 era.
Well, that was the last time he had a good game.
No, yeah, exactly. But he had a game in 360, and it was.
Well, it's nuts and bolts, and no one cares about that.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
No, I get.
There are certain characters,
yes,
that withstand the test of time and all that. But I'm saying the reason why these Fire Emblem characters you keep getting them is because that's a very current, very relevant to certain people game.
I don't know. I get what you're saying. So it's like. So what? Banjo was in there because because people like him.
That's fan service, and he's an iconic video game
character. Who's the main guy? From fucking Hero. He's from what? Dragon something?
Dragon Quest or some shit like that.
Oh, you're right then. Dragon. I think
they had a couple. They had Dragon Quest builders and a couple. Yeah.
What the fuck? Who's the other guy?
Joker. He's from Persona 4.
Did new Persona come out? Persona 5 just dropped.
I think a new Persona came out not that long ago. Like, let's be real. That's why they're dropping characters on there.
No.
Yeah, it's for promotion. You wouldn't. A lot of people, especially.
What about King of Fighters? King of Fighters doing something, Alex?
That could either
King of Fighters doing?
That could either be fan service or again, King of Fighters is a huge franchise, especially in the competitive circuits too.
No.
Yes, it is.
I know.
So same thing. You're gonna get iconic characters in there. Like Terry is an iconic fighting game character.
He is an iconic character.
So that's what it is. But whatever.
Just don't
I'm overall disappointed with the fighter pass. I know there's people out here. Oh, you got this and that. Suck a dick. It's my opinion. I don't give a shit about Fire Emblem. I'm sure the character's gonna be fun to play.
I'm sure.
I don't care.
Is. It's both. It's two characters, both the same name.
So it's the same character. Anyway, look, I don't care about Fire Emblem. I'm still gonna try the character. I'm not gonna buy the bullshit.
No, because I know people who have the fucking pass. So
I'll play it off
of them.
Yeah, like I don't have any of the characters.
I only bought two characters, which was forgot his name. Terry.
Terry.
I bought Terry.
Yeah.
And then I bought Banjo because it's fucking Banjo.
Yeah, I might buy them too because I like both of them.
But no, I don't give a fuck about Hero.
Nope.
I don't care about Persona. I don't care about Fire Emblem. I don't. I might get this guy though. I don't know. Like watching the guy fight, I kind of liked it, but other than that, like, why don't you add Goku like people asked?
Why don't you add Goku? Hey, Fighter Pass 6, boy. I mean 3, 2, whatever the fuck.
Right.
There might be another.
Like, why didn't they add Goku because DBZ Kakarot just came out? Like, if you're such a promotion machine.
John, it takes a long time to make these characters, and there's a lot of like legalities in there. It's not just I'm gonna take this guy and drop. This ain't Mugen.
Yeah, it is.
Remember Mugen back in the day?
Yeah, Mugen was cool.
That was a cool ass little
do
thing.
that. Be like, hey, we got this game coming out.
Mugen?
Yeah, it's Mugen.
Mugen, whatever.
It's like, hey,
but let me
got a game coming out.
Let me explain what Mugen is. I don't think these people know.
Oh, no, this is way before.
I'm talking about like over 15 years ago. So Mugen, whatever you spell it, was a mod. It was on PC only. It was a mod. It was a fighting game. I think it was based on the Marvel vs. Capcom engine.
Yeah.
And so you can go in there. So the engine was there, and you can place characters that people created for Mugen. So you can have Homer Simpson, you can have Galactus, you can have Peter Griffin.
You can also have
a bunch of sprite animated.
You can have sprite animated characters, but some of them were from other fighting games.
Yeah, you can
or
have
just from other games in general, and they made the assets for the fighting game. But you could download
a bunch of
characters from a bunch of different franchises.
Yeah, and you had to go in there and actually add it to the code of the game. Yeah, you actually had
to actually play them. So you can have like Scorpion fight Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Or which we did. Yep. No, it was Sub-Zero, was it? Or we had both?
It was both. And then and have Homer Simpson beat the dog shit out of like Courage the Cowardly Dog. It was
Sonic, which is the one that we had.
Yeah, it was a really cool little game engine. That's just. I wanted to explain what that was.
It's like the better version of Jump Force.
Actually, yeah, way better. And then not 3D.
Also good. Jump Force is trash. I don't care what anybody says.
Speaking of that's trash, and I don't care what anybody says. Jared Leto was the Joker in Suicide Squad. And that didn't work well, John, so he became the Batman.
Oh, is that what you were trying to do?
Did you like it?
No, I didn't like that at all.
Why?
That was fucking terrible.
Well, they said that he was a trash Joker.
Well, he was a trash Joker.
I disagree.
You like that?
But it's okay. He's Batman now.
He is Batman.
See? So
he's Marvel's Batman.
Yeah. So Marvel's Batman dropped the trailer. Mobius strip came out.
Morbius?
Morbius.
Is it Mobius?
It's Morbius. Morbius?
Morpheus?
Morpheus.
It is.
Yes.
Anyway.
Lawrence Fishburne is back.
Marvel's Batman just dropped.
Yeah. Morbius had a trailer that came out, and I'm pretty excited.
It looked good.
It looked good. So those of you who don't know, Morbius is a villain.
He's like he's like an anti-hero?
Yeah, anti-hero villain. He's one of those characters that's like, oh, I have a life-threatening disease, or
well, that's like all
I'm dying, and I have to save
he's a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah,
and a Spider-Man character.
I'm trying to do something good, and that's essentially his
like
backstory.
Half of the characters in
that's every Spider-Man villain.
Yeah,
except for all of them.
Well, Venom doesn't really count.
Oh no, he's an alien.
Venom's an alien.
Well, he was because even same thing here. I'll say it because Eddie Brock, when they went into space, in the original story, he went to space and he caught the symbiote it came with him back. So he's like, oh, I'm trying to do a good thing. I'm here being the astronaut. I'm exploring the far reaches of the Earth for humanity. I mean, of space for humanity.
Yeah. It's Spider-Man's just one big
Yeah.
Superheroes are uh-ohs.
Yeah, so anyway, the latest came out, and I'm excited, though. All shit talking aside. Especially because they have very heavy Spider-Man connotations in it.
Yeah.
Like, it has them in the back. Which, that picture that they use in the trailer is the Sam Raimi Spider-Man costume.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's the pose from I looked it up. It's the exact same pose, and it looks exactly like the one that they used when they announced the Sam Raimi outfit for the Spider-Man 4. Sam Raimi, whatever.
Spider-Man 4 confirmed.
Not Spider-Man 4. When they the Spider-Man PS4 game, when they brought that outfit over,
I
They
see
had a
what you're saying.
promotional picture, and it was that exact same pose, exact same outfit.
So you trying to tell me that
So,
we're
no,
getting
Like the big
Spider-Man 4?
rumor is that their end game is, and I'm not talking about end game like end game, but what end game actually means is that they're doing a multiverse with Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, and Tom Holland's.
That'd be so cool.
That's what huge rumors online. I'm like lit. That's all my
like a live action multiverse.
Yeah, with all those Spider-Man. Because that outfit in the back was the Sam Raimi one. Raimi.
Sam Raimi, dude.
Raimi.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you, bro?
Wouldn't have done that. Oh, it's fine.
I should have.
But yeah, so that's a huge rumor. I'll be down as fuck.
I'd be so excited for that.
Bring Venom in here, down. Because Vulture's in this.
Vulture is in this.
He's in the Morbius movie, and then on top of that, with Vulture comes Scorpion, who's played by the dude from Far Cry 4, Far Cry 3. He's in there because at the end of Homecoming, Scorpion made an appearance.
Well, he was in the movie, but yeah, they showed the Scorpion tattoo on his neck, which implies that is Scorpion. Even though the guy already has Scorpion's name, so it's Scorpion.
But yeah, so Scorpion is in it. So that's already 3.
This would be cool.
That's already 3.
That's already 3.
3 villains.
Right.
Yeah. 4 if you count Venom, but I don't know how
Mysterio. If you
but
count,
he's dead. Maybe.
Could you really say that he's dead though? Because Peter Parker's, Tom Holland's Spider-Man's an idiot. Like he's a genius, but he's an idiot.
What are you saying here?
He's an idiot.
No, what are you saying?
So
What's
like,
that got
what
to do with dead?
Like, what if he thought he was dead, but he's not really dead? You know? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Because I mean, like, how many times he got tricked throughout that entire movie, and it's Mysterio.
True. They could easily do that.
Like, you can't tell me that old boy couldn't have just said some shit like, I forgot, Friday. If contingency plan, if something happens,
Make me get shot and die.
I'm not maybe get shot, but my vitals are gone. Like if I'm not wearing you, my vitals are gone, or some shit like that.
That'd be cool.
Because he asked Friday if Mysterio was dead, and she said, "Yeah, dead. Yeah, my guy, she dead." So like,
that's how she said it.
Yeah. She's like, Friday, yeah, brat, she dead.
Dead
So
as
like, what? Like, who's to say Mysterio couldn't just been like, "I'm dead."
Okay, so 4.
I think Mysterio. I think Mysterio would be back.
3, 4 asterisks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for the Morbius movie just because I like Jared Leto a lot.
I like Jared Leto.
And it looked good. It looked pretty decent. I'm not mad at it. So, but I'm excited for that. I'm more so excited for what this leads to, or where it's gonna go.
Where you think this? Like, what's the bigger picture here?
Exactly. I'm more so excited for the bigger picture of this movie. Like that's where I'm at with that, which is cool. It's rare aside from the MCU. No, actually, I've never been excited for what this movie means after, except for Endgame.
But I think now everybody's kind of getting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's been like, "Oh, what's Marvel? What's your secret? What's your secret? We took our time, but like, how did you do it? Like,
this
we
is Marvel
took our
too.
time." But it's Sony.
But it's under the Marvel umbrella. Like this is in the same vein as
Right,
Homecoming and Far From Home. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
it's
okay,
the same
then-
studio that made Venom. Don't let that distract you. This is still under
Oh,
Marvel.
well, you're right.
'Cause, yeah.
Well, then they're just doing their formula again. Just
Yeah.
they're finally doing it right.
Yeah, and I'm all for it.
Which
I'm
I
all for
don't mind that at all. You should have done it. Should have done it anyway.
Yeah, and he looks cool as fuck. Like I think he looks great. He looks just like the comic.
I think
Like
he
they
did look
picked a
just like the
very
comic.
very good.
It was makeup. You just put make him like this.
No, but I'm saying he looks
Yeah,
he
like
looks the
that.
part. I think he looks great.
I think it looks great. And
Yeah.
then, I like how they made echolocation look.
Yeah.
Like the whole room vibrating. Like,
Yeah. That looked really
that
cool.
looks super cool. Way better than when Aquaman tried to do that shit.
Well, hey, look, man. 2020.
I
We
love
gotta
Jason-
bring others up without putting others down. That we can do that. We can just say it
Nah,
looks cool.
man. Nah, step your echo up. Step your
echo game up.
Step your location.
Speaking of Momoa, I just earlier today I realized that there was a Conan the Barbarian movie.
Yeah.
And he was Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, that was like the
Didn't-
newest version of the.
Forgot
Conan.
about that.
Yeah,
Forgot about that. Pretty cool.
Remember that tiny, not that tiny because we're still doing it, where they just kept revamping and rebooting old TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
They're doing it now, but
They've never not done that.
But remember when it was just like died when it was like super duper rampant?
Yeah.
It was just made no sense. Yeah, he was. That's how I found out about Jason Momoa.
But I found them Game of Thrones.
Well, I didn't watch Game of Thrones
Oh.
that much, so like, I was like, oh, cool, Conan the Barbarian. I played the Conan game. I like that Conan game a lot. And
that Conan game
then,
was decent. Yeah.
and then then they're like, oh, it's like the game, and it's not like the game. It was trash.
I think that they're speaking of Conan. There's a movie coming out where it's like Conan Generations or some shit like that, where Arnold Schwarzenegger's playing old Conan, and there's a new Conan.
I am
I have no
tired
idea.
of Arnold Schwarzenegger
No.
playing old versions.
I'm gonna knock you out.
Because he's old, of characters that he was super muscular and young in, so that the new generation of the Thing can come in. I am tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it.
Negative. Arnold Schwarzenegger can do no wrong.
I'm tired of the I'm old version of classic 80s character, 70s character. I'm passing the torch. I'm tired of it. Harrison Ford, Arnold Schwarzenegger, leave it alone. Stop doing it.
Who'd Harrison Ford pass the torch to? Don't say Shia LaBeouf.
What?
Who'd Harrison Ford?
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't even gonna count that one.
Oh, I
but
thought,
Shia
I thought you were
LaBeouf,
talking about Indiana Jones.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. No, that was different. Watch that movie.
No,
Did you
I
watch
saw
the
it.
movie?
Yeah, I saw
Did
it.
you watch the original Blade Runner?
Nah, I see the
Okay, then he's not passing the torch to
Nah,
shit.
he passed torch.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, torch passed.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, you don't understand.
I saw no.
That thing, fucking Star Wars.
Wait, that whole second trilogy was passing the torch.
Did the whole 3 movies to pass the torch.
To
Terminator.
throw the torch underwater.
Yeah, Terminator.
That didn't pass the torch.
He totally passed the torch.
No, to who? There's no Terminator.
The female. The female Terminator.
But I don't
bitch.
think he passed the torch.
He did.
Oh
He
my
died.
God, he did pass. Well, he dies in all of them.
Yeah, but he legit passes the torch. She's a more advanced version of him.
Oh man, I'm glad it flopped because I swear to God, if the next Terminator was her protecting that girl, I'll flip my shit.
Because now she's gonna protect the kid version.
Yeah.
So that she can come back as the actual version. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what the fuck it is.
Hell no.
Stop passing torches.
Yeah,
Just
no,
do the
don't
thing.
pass torches. Just make new torches.
Do what Tom Cruise does. Keep the torch.
Keep
and
running.
do some cool shit with
Just
the
keep
torch.
running.
And then run a little bit.
Run. Take the torch and run with it.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Mission Impossible is at a
Yes,
better point.
it's so much better
Yeah.
now than when he was younger.
Yeah, and Top Gun is coming back, bitch.
Matter of fact, do exactly what Tom Cruise does.
Yeah.
Be the producer on your old movies, and then do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah, and make them great.
And make awesome versions of it. Stop passing the torch.
Yeah, or be James Bond.
Or Daniel Craig, don't leave.
He's gone. That's it.
Please.
That's a wrap. This next one's his last one. He said, "Fuck this."
I don't know why.
He said 007 sucks.
He was so good in it. He's so
I liked him. I liked
charming.
him as Bond.
He handsome.
He is
He
handsome.
muscular.
True.
He a good man.
He a good man.
Stop
But yeah,
it.
Mission Impossible. Do that.
Oh, before
Honestly, Terminator the franchise needs to die. I'm sorry. I love it. It's one of my favorite fucking things. Terminator 2 is the best movie
Terminator
ever
needs
made.
to die. Jurassic Park needs to die.
Yeah, and that hurts me.
And that is also a passing of the torch, too.
Because I love me some Jurassic Park.
That's
but
also a passing
Jurassic
of the torch.
World is.
Jurassic World is one ugly
my
ass torch
God.
pass.
It's not hard. It's not hard. Just make dinosaurs
I
and
just
do
want
cool shit.
dinosaurs, and then occasionally for the T-Rex to go.
Yeah, we don't really need a new dinosaur. Why do you do that? No one cares
Why do you
about
keep
that.
making
Yeah,
crazy
stop
versions
it.
of the dinosaurs? Just
Dude, the original dinosaurs are good. Leave it.
I like them anyway.
Reboot Jurassic Park is what they need to do.
No,
Remake
they did that.
No, they didn't. They can. Jurassic World is not a reboot. It's a continuation.
It's like a reboot.
No, it's a
spin-off.
continuation.
It's like God of War. It's like a reboot spin-off.
It's not though.
It is.
It's not. They didn't change anything. Look,
You know
whatever.
what'd be cool? Wait, shut up. You know what'd be cool? It's time for John's pitch of the day.
Oh, fuck.
Because I always do this.
Yeah, I know.
John's pitch of the day today is they reboot Jurassic Park, right? Do the first one again.
Motherfucker, you just said
No,
don't do
but no, I just thought about it right now as you were talking.
that. Okay.
So it's like, yeah, so like we redo it. Jurassic Park is like, you know, the park, the
Yeah.
whole, you know, with the cicada. I don't know, I forget what it is, a
It's a
fly.
mosquito, you
Right,
idiot.
there you go, that one. And then,
Cicada.
but you do it in the like legit in the style of a horror movie. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Like-
what I want.
Like horror it the fuck up because dinosaurs are scary. I'm talking like, you remember how like tense the Velociraptor scene?
Yeah.
But the whole movie
Yeah.
getting
So
chased
so
by
it's
fucking
alien.
raptors, fat ass T-Rex sizes.
Alien needs to die too.
Alien has been dead.
Has it? They're making
Yeah.
games now.
The games are good.
Are they?
But Isolation was apparently really good. I've never played it, but I hear it's really good.
I have it downloaded. Never touched it.
Do it scary.
Yeah.
Do it scary. Scare me with some dinosaurs. I want to not like dinosaurs.
What? Oh, I want to like them.
Yeah, but scary. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I wanna not look forward to seeing the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause,
no, please don't
remember
come
the,
out.
Remember the first one when they were in getting chased by the velociraptors?
The coolest scene in the first one was the T-Rex in the car.
Yeah, and also I actually, you know what? I'm starting to think it's not the first one anymore. But when the girl's like, she feels a hand on her. And
That was the first one.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
I remember.
At
that movie.
and it was
And then
just
she was like, "Oh, thank God!"
and it was a broken hand, like a hand.
And it's like, "Oh, thank God!" I think it's Samuel L. Jackson's hand.
Yeah.
Thank you, Samuel L. Jackson.
It
And
wasn't-
then
I don't care. I don't think that's the first one anymore.
I don't remember. I just remember.
I remember the hand scene.
I just remember a whole arm came out.
Was it the girl from Star Wars?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Whatever. Yeah, the hand scene.
I just remember an arm.
Yeah, I remember arm.
Do shit like that. A horror movie.
Yeah, arms.
With arms.
Speaking of arms, I still haven't played that.
I want to play it
I'll beat your ass.
every once in a while.
Yeah, I'll beat your ass.
I feel like it'd be fun. You know what we should get? That
Your ass beat.
the Switch steering wheel so we can work out.
Fuck
and
that.
Look
Fuck
like
that.
The Rock.
No. The Nintendo
Why do you
Labo,
think The
that
Rock
can go to hell.
It's so jacked.
Because he's not playing Switch hula hoop.
No, false. He has the Switch steering wheel, and it gives him major pecs.
He had major pecs before that came out.
He didn't. He had the beta access, alpha access.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of you on this podcast. That's how we're gonna
The
end this
Rock
episode.
uses Switch technology.
I'm out.
He uses Wii Fit.
I'm out.
He
I'll
uses,
beat your ass.
He used the
I'll
iToy,
beat your ass.
John,
which is not Nintendo, but he used it.
shut up.
And then now he has a
Jonathan.
steering wheel. And then he adds weights on his forearms.
Shut up. I'm done
and
with
he
this.
does
I'm
this,
done with this. I'm
And
done
he
with
does
this.
the inside outside like an accordion.
I'm done with this.
And
Hey,
he puts it behind his back.
thank you
like
so
this.
much for listening to today's episode and or watching on the YouTubes. Today's episode's a little shorter. A little shorter.
Felt
A
long.
little shorter. It felt long because you say stupid shit and I felt like I've been sitting here for too long.
John's pitches are the best.
They're the worst things on the planet.
They're the best.
Thank you so much. We'll be back next week with a normal length episode, maybe even a little longer, depending on how spicy the week is. Ooh,
Might not talk at all. Who
spicy.
say?
Yeah, we might just
say?
quit. It's been 4 episodes already. Technically, this is 3, but it's been 4. We quit around this time.
Yeah, it's
So.
been about a month.
Yeah, I think
It's been about a month of potting, so it's about time that
we're
we
about
dip
to
out.
start getting a little wavy,
Yeah,
a little wavery.
it's about time to fluctuate.
We're gonna miss one, and then you're never gonna see it, and then we're gonna be like, oh, it's off season. We're working on the next big thing, and then
Wait, don't tell him about that.
oh.
You're giving him too much.
Oh, fuck, oh, fuck. Come on.
Don't tell him
Play the song. Be distracted by the music. We'll see you guys next week on the next episode of the Playin' Pod with Alex and John.
Why did you do that? But why?
I don't know. I thought it was a good idea. No?
I guess.
It worked. I think it worked.
Fuck it.
Bye. And share it with your friends.